All right. So people tried to do the after show on the second channel, but then I remembered a lot of y'all don't know about the second channel. So we're on the main channel now. Okay. So, all right. Y'all can come up here and talk about, who we dragged tonight, any stories you might have missed, anything that's on your mind, questions you got, etc. So my voice is hoarse, but I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link to come into the chat. I give y'all a little time, but if don't nobody come up, then I guess I can just lay back down and rest my voice, I guess. Let's see here. Let me pin that link. Do you experience? Let's pin the link. All right, the message is pinned. So while we're waiting for that, let me go ahead and just read your comments off here. Let's see. We got Sonote. I think that's how you say it. Or Shinati. What's up, Ravens Den? Sherry, Kiana. Got D-Rock. Queen Everlasting. Let's see. Kiana, you high? What you smoking on, Kiana? What you smoking on? Michael still loves snow ass. Michael B. Jordan does want a snow bunny or a snowman, allegedly. But it's a lot that Michael wants, and I do feel like the relationship was PR, totally. I see you there, Layla. Let's see. Hey, we back in the building. Yes. Samantha said, I need to smoke. Today has been the worst. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. The Samantha edit. Well, go smoke. Rub your clit out, then smoke. Bust a nut, then smoke. Thank me later. I'm sure you do that already. Storm got the lab coat. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yes, I do. What's going on, Letha? Got Ash Bash here. Amy said, I'm smoking for everyone right now. Oh, my God. Everybody's getting high but me. I'm telling you, I can't wait to come to some of y'all cities, do these smoking sips, whatever we're going to call it. But, man, I can't wait. But I'm going to roll my own weed, though. I'm going to roll my own weed. I ain't smoking off nobody no more. Let's see. I already knew this was going to happen. Very true. Snow elect. Oh, I know who that is. I know what that is. At this point, if he's black and semi-heterosexual, he wants something not black. Is that how y'all really feel? Y'all really feel like that with these black men? They don't want nothing black. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So I'm not gonna say who it is, but somebody I follow on IG, and I know them. But they had a baby. Apparently, I'll just leave it at that. They had a baby, and the baby looks biracial. Like, I'm pretty sure. And I saw a post that said, I wonder what she's gonna look like. Like, the parent looking at their baby, like, wonder what they're gonna look like. And I'm just like, shit. Interesting. Like, sometimes you want to ask, like, was that on purpose? Was that, you know what I mean? I ain't mad at it. I'm not, but it's just, it's interesting that we as black people typically don't want our kids to look like us. Typically. Maybe that's just black men, but I saw that, and I don't know if, after watching Cynthia G, everything, like, sticks out to me now. Shout out to Cynthia G. What's going on, Sparkle?
Now, 1 2 1 2. Let's get this shit correct. What's going on, baby? I'm in the building, and the queen has the goddamn mic. And as you know, I am dressed just like Stormy, baby. Mm-hmm. Girl, with the baby doll dress. Yes, what's going on, honey? Hi, Stormy. Happy Pride, my twin. Um,
Do you got a mic?
yes, I do, girl. The queen has got the mic. How you doing? The king of
How
all
you
tragedy has died.
doing?
All right. Now, what's going on? Now, start with the fuck shit, because we're going to run down the list. Well, first of all, let me say, fuck you, Lunel, you old ass bitch. Let me say,
What?
get the crow's feet out your eyes, baby, before you come for Monique. Y'all are out of damn order. Oh my God. Oh my God. How in the hell, Lunel, could you stand against female empowerment with that Miss Unloved Bernice Jenkins? Girl, take the dress off and stop playing, you drag queen nocturnal mistake. Now what's going on? Who else is next? Nick Cannon, put a rubber on it, honey. We don't want to see it. It's big, but we don't want to see it. Stop populating the world. You don't have enough money to do it. Yes, girl, the queen of destruction is back from the grave. Anyway, y'all, get into my whites. Yes, I'm an angel of life. Girl, I came to bring the pain and strife. I love you, Stormy. Now, what's going on?
Nothing much. You that came up with the gold mic.
Yes,
You came prepared.
honey, I'm always prepared. Everybody tries to sit on my throne. I am the one that has the pink chair, period, and I don't share. Okay?
Do you want to do a little
Now
twirl
let's
for
get
them?
it.
Do you want to do a little twirl for them? Show them what you're
Oh,
doing.
honey, let's swirl on the world, girl. Yes, honey, yes, God. For the Pride one time. Happy Pride Month to the LGBTQIA plus. Let's bite the magic dust that don't like the trans girls. Excuse me, I have been here since the land before time. Baby, I might have been Jesus' twin. So I think a lot of you trans meshes and follicles of nothing. I want to say the other word, but I'm not going to say it. Stop with the nonsense. You see the natural women, because I want to call them something else. But Miss Nick and Nico, Miss Knock at Night over there got a problem, darling, with saying the
But
other
don't
word.
come for no. Yeah, leave the YouTube. Yeah, leave that alone. I don't want no
Yes,
smoke over there.
I'm just gonna say the natural divas. Y'all need to stand together, okay? Y'all need to stand together for Monique, because there's a reason she's standing up. She's standing up for Sojourner Truth. She's standing up for Harriet Tubman. She's standing up for that lying ass Rosa Parks. But anyway, that's another show for another day. But anyway, we love you, Stormy. Now, what's up, Stormy? What you doing tonight?
I'm I'm laid up here with a cough right now, so not doing much of nothing. I'm not.
Honey, don't have the cough now. I got to get a piece before you get the cough now. Come on now. Shit. Now I love you, Stormy. Love to the Stormers, the Sparklers love you too. But we are in all white, and let's make it all right. Love you, Monique. Keep doing it, dragging and gagging. And June 18th, I will hopefully be in the building in North Carolina. So, Storm, maybe we can go live from there with my mic. How you doing? King of all tragedy. Just because you got that money back, don't think that the people are not watching you, darling. We know what y'all do. Gag. Good night, y'all. Love you.
Good night.
How you doing?
How you doing? Oh my God, Sparkle is crazy. Give me 1 second, Norris. Let me pull Miracle Money up. What's going on, Miracle Money? How you doing?
Hi, Storm.
How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. I really love your show.
Thank you. You're a cutie pie.
Thank you. So I wanted to just talk about the whole Danny Lay and her brother situation. That's weird to me.
Right. I thought it was weird too.
Especially because I got 5 big brothers and they will all kick my ass even if I twerk in their presence. And I'm a whole stripper. So I don't even play like that. You know what I mean? My brothers will kick my ass. So that's why I'm like her brother's sitting there watching her twerk. My brothers will kill me.
And it was the way he looked at her. It was
right. It's just all inappropriate.
You know what though? A lot of people don't want to talk about this, but there are a lot of siblings that have crossed that line. People just don't want to talk about it.
Oh wait, that and I feel like that goes into the conversation of parents keeping kids up in a room while they're doing stuff that they, you know what I mean? And they want to keep kids in a room and act like y'all just go back there in the room and play. Nobody want to supervise the kids and this and that. I got a 1-year-old daughter. I wish my daughter would be cooped up in a room with kids.
My thing is, I don't have no kids, but my thing is, I tell people with kids, you got to watch these adults, and then you got to watch other kids too, because you don't know how they being raised, and then they get
kids
around
be
your
predators
kids.
too. Kids be predators too.
Telling you, so I agree with you on that. Sure.
Yep. But that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Storm.
Thank you. You take care now.
You too.
Bye-bye. Shit, watch them other damn kids so you don't know where these kids come from. I'm telling you. What's going on, Norris?
Hey, Storm.
How you doing?
I'm still feeling good about yesterday.
Good. You did a good job on the show, man. The people love you.
Thanks. You know, I looked at it. It got over 12,000 views.
Yeah, and give it time. It'll build up, you know.
And yeah, and then, you know, I had 322, subscribers, and now I got 488 now. So
good. That's good, man. What's on your mind tonight?
Yeah, I was gonna say T.I. and Tiny, they set a poor example for that boy. King, they really did. I agree with you. His name shouldn't be King. It should be Pookie or something else.
Pookie Harris. I love it. Pookie Jamal Harris.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like with T.I., going to prison or going to, behind bars for, what he did, and Tiny being who she is, insecure and getting all that plastic surgery, especially, getting all that booty back there, and she knows she wasn't woman enough to carry it. For real, it's sagging. And then, and then all the cheating and all the disrespect that T.I. be doing to the women, how people expect for that young man to turn out. And then T.I. didn't put his foot up his behind when he caught him smoking that weed or whatever he was smoking.
Boom.
That's when him and Tiny was both out there. They should have got on that little boy then. So,
for some reason, they so hard on all the other kids, but with King, they don't seem to be hard on him like that. And let me tell you something, a boy that's already out here, he I don't know what the fuck's going on with his hair, but he got all these wearing these dog chains, cussing out people at Waffle House, acting like he got a gun on him. That boy probably out here fucking too. He gonna make them grandparents. Well, they already grandparents, but he gonna get some little fast tail girl pregnant. Watch, it's gonna come.
Yeah, and it's like he talking about them people and waffles are good. I heard that the Waffle House is a good place to eat. So.
Listen, I used to work at the Waffle House, okay, and I was hell when I was serving, okay, and I had a sandwich that I called. Well, I didn't call it my first name. I called it my middle name. But it was 2 chocolate chip waffles with a chicken breast in the middle, and then bacon, and you cut it, you pour it. Anyway, I kind of want some Waffle House. But the point is, King, if you feel like you too good to go to Waffle House, then carry your ass somewhere else. Shit.
Yeah, because I'm thinking them waffles look and probably taste better than him. And then, and then I wouldn't be going to a restaurant, dissing the employees, and then they the ones got to make the food. Think about it. You could piss them off and they could put something in your food and make you sick.
Well, literally, because he gave the plate back, they remade it and then he took it. So my thing is, if you gonna clown like that, leave the food there. I just hope he wasn't dumb enough to actually eat the food, but he probably did because he ain't fucking street smart.
Nah, he not. He dumb. But Nick put on a condom cannon. He need to he's a walking safety hazard who need to stop having kids. It's like he creating more broken homes with women that he not gonna even be with. And plus them kids, he don't have time to spend with all them kids.
No, not at all. I mean, he has the money, but as far as being an active father, there's no way. He got too many kids in too many different households. Now, if he had one woman that he had 8 kids with, I'd be okay with that. But this shit, he a baby daddy. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, his looks starting to fade, and plus he 41, looking like he in his 50s. So I'm like, you definitely need to calm down. You might not be here long enough to see all them kids get grown. So take a chill pill and have several seats, sir, because you didn't had enough going on.
He does have lupus. I'm gonna give him. He does have lupus.
And then Selena Powell, she definitely need to be behind bars. I mean, maybe that'll calm her down a little bit.
My thing with Selena Powell, I watched Jimmy Smacks piss on her, and he pissed on her after drinking a bottle of Hennessy, and I just feel like she's gutter bucket. I don't understand why every black dude in the industry fucked her and paid. Like, I don't understand. I don't see the appeal. Like, what is it?
She don't look right with them duck lips, and plus she, instead of a gutter rat, she look like a gutter bucket. She look like a cum rat. That's what she is. She's a cum rat.
Literally a cum bucket. And then, not to mention, she just sent so many babies to the chop shop. Like, it's one thing to have an abortion, but it's another just to do it for sport. So it's just like, prison is probably the best thing for her.
Yeah, because maybe that in prison, maybe she can, get her body cleaned out or something like that, because she looked like a walking STD. Is she like a white young virgin of Corinne Steffens?
Oh.
And she definitely need to, stop what she doing before she end up in the ground, if you know what I mean, if she don't stop.
We just gonna pray for her. That's all we can do.
Yeah, and Nene, she ain't been the same since she been to Hollywood and back. And also she ain't been the same since all them surgeries, because she messed her face up completely.
She did too much, and it's like it. If you want to do a little something, I get it. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna leave it there. Some people in this world are very attractive. Some people are not so attractive. Most people are in the middle somewhere. It's only so much you can do before you look crazy, and I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, and Yellowbone, Miss Yellowbone, that song to me is the most prejudiced song I ever heard of, for real. Like what, the baby wanted that Yellowbone for 15 minutes. He got with her long enough to have a baby out of her, and then tossed her to the curb. He kicked the Yellowbone out because the bone wasn't good no more.
And that was literally it. Like, the baby just wanted a light-skinned baby. That was it. He didn't care nothing about that girl. He told her, "You were my side bitch," and everybody knows. Everybody know it. So, hey.
And it's like her music career is trash now because of that song. It's like, I don't know if she can easily come back from that song.
She can if she owns it. She did an interview with Angie Martinez, and she didn't own it. She said, "I didn't know about colorism. I did." Bitch, you Dominican, bitch. You can't tell me. I'm going to leave that alone. She needs to own it.
And then Killer Kim. I mean, Kim then went from a normal, average girl to a washed up, beat up, banged up plastic Barbie who's obsessed with Botox.
Botox, nose job, facelift, starving herself because thin is in now. It's a mess. It's just a whole mess. That's all I'm gonna say.
And then you see how awful she looked at Courtney's wedding. Like, she looked like a knockoff Madonna. Like, for real, not Marilyn Monroe, but she looked like a washed up Madonna.
And Madonna looked washed up, so that's saying something.
And then she's still trying to get plastic surgery. She got a lot of butt back there that she can't carry either. It's like it's gonna sag just like her looks.
Madonna, did you see that picture of Madonna with her legs spread open? Like Madonna she don't give a fuck. Like she
I
truly
seen a
does.
picture with her mouth. She had her mouth open and her face looking ugly. One episode. And I'm just like, the Kardashians. You know what? I ain't gonna even say no more about them. I didn't say it enough. But the only normal, I was gonna say the only normal looking Kardashian was Kendall. And Kylie looked pretty good at the wedding, but the other ones like Khloe she looked like a reject Barbie doll too. Like they all looked horrible at that wedding.
They really did. I'm not gonna lie. I hated the dresses. I hated everything about it.
And Courtney, she needed to wear a longer dress. She looked like a bride hooker, that's ready to go screw.
Well, I think they were. I think the whole point was, I want to fuck you in your wedding dress. We're gonna make it short, so I don't have to deal with all that. I can just bend you over. Like I think that's what they were going for, because that looked a mess too. It was all weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say congrats on the 215K. So
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I hope I reach at least 1,000 soon myself. But I want to thank you again for that interview yesterday. I really liked it.
You're so welcome, and you're welcome by here anytime. Take it easy, Norris.
Yep, you too. You have a good night. Maybe you'll wear that shirt I bought you one day on live.
I know. I'm gonna remember to put it on eventually. Take care, Norris.
You too.
Bye bye. Norris is funny. What's going on, Brittany?
Hey, I just have a question for you. Like, I'm kind of struggling with like the fear of dating. There's so many guys who are kind of closet gay that I'm kind of wondering, do you even like, I kind of don't, I'm starting to find myself turned off of guys completely.
Okay.
So like, how do you deal with the anxiety of like fearing that you're going to run into one of them? Because I don't want to catch anything.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, no matter who you're with, always practice safe sex, no matter who you're with. It's a lot. Okay, let me just keep it real. Don't let social media mess up your perception of what's really going on in the real world. However, there is a lot of DO activity, and will you run into it at some point? Probably. Do most women fuck a gay guy at some point? Probably. So really all you can do is protect yourself, but just whoever you meet and whoever you date, really pay attention to the signs, right? Really pay attention to his activities, what he does, how he moves, right? Just really watch and pay attention. And if something is the other way, it'll tip you off. You will know.
Yeah, like I just don't like, what I'm not understanding is that like even when I find like I'm dealing with guys who are like bisexual, they're more honest about their manhood than the DL guys or the straight guys even. And
right.
Things like I'm even finding it with like some of the, like, no offense, like some of the trans girls, I'm finding that like they almost kind of get off on like competing with you and trying to like flirt with like men in front of you, and I'm just like, you're a man too, like why can't you just like why can't you just go for it? Like why do you have to compete with me? Like what is this easily threatened thing that you're doing? I don't understand. Like I just don't understand where the cattiness is coming from with like guys who
Now, I'm gonna say I don't know how you got on this topic tonight, but this is funny.
Yeah, it was like you were talking about Michael B. Jordan, and you're like, a lot of these guys are sneaking around with white men, and like I don't understand. Like I don't understand.
Well, I meant in the industry, but I know you were talking about in general.
Yeah. Like I actually think that a lot of like black guys, because like I'm black too, but like I just think that like a lot of black guys and like black trans women, I actually think that they're natural mates. I think that they should like date each other and leave like the rest of us alone, because like they kind of go together really well because they're both uncomfortable with manhood. So like, why don't you guys like date each other? Does that make sense? I'm not
Well,
trying to be mean.
I will tell you that a lot of, oh God, we getting so deep with some. Listen, a lot of guys feel like even when they sleep with trans girls, it is not gay because the trans girl is feminine presenting. So it's it gets deep, Brittany. I mean, you can ask a guy what is he doing, but he may say, "Well, you know, I don't get bent over. I bend him over, so it's not gay." Like it gets deep.
Like I don't, and that's the thing. Like, how do we make it so that trans women are comfortable having their own lane? So like, guys can comfortably deal with them, and you can say, you know, I don't want to deal with anyone who deals with another guy, and you cannot be shamed for it. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why I should be shamed for not wanting to share them with another man?
Well, no, well, I don't think anyone is shaming you, but what I will say, Silver said she's on to something. Yeah, no, I definitely would never shame you, but I just think you have to have open and honest conversations. Oh, here's what you do. Don't make it a big deal. So when people come out, don't make it a big deal.
That's it. I have no problem with that. It's just, okay, this is super gross, but like last week I went to get a colonic. Have you ever gotten one?
No, I haven't.
So basically a colonic is basically like they take a tube full of like fresh water and they kind of like clean you out, and it's like 45 minutes long and it goes all the way up into your intestines. It cleans your spleen and everything. And usually the tube is clear so you can see everything. The amount of stuff that comes out of your body, what you don't even think about, and it's all like feces and stuff. There's no way that when they're sticking it inside of each other that it's clean. Like, I don't want that inside of me. I don't want to share another person with a person who does that. So why can't we just say, you know what, we should make it so that men should be with trans women and be with other men and not have to make it so we're all sharing and not be shamed for not wanting to share them with someone else. Because like I'm not, and the thing is, I feel bad saying this because it makes it seem like I'm trying to be transphobic. I'm not trying to be transphobic. It's just that like my vagina is not connected to my intestines, so I don't want to like share.
Oh my God, you got disconnected. Oh my God, what happened? Brittany doing the fucking most tonight. I know I let that go on for a long time. That was funny, but that was finna get bad. Whew. I've been taking cough medicine too tonight, so I'm a little drowsy. For any future managers or agents that see that the opinions of who calls in is not necessarily those of me. What's going on, Sierra?
Hey, Storm. Hey, everybody.
How you doing, Sierra?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I let her troll for a while, but I just couldn't.
I was like, is this real?
No, she trolls like a motherfucker.
I wanted to comment on Monique because I always root for Monique. I love her so much, but I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like she want to prove her point so bad that she's like missing the fact that she's making herself look bad. You know what I mean?
See, I'm split on that because I want people to be able to speak up when they're done wrong, but then at the same time, that's not the most professional way to go about it either.
Right. You have to handle it a certain way.
True.
I had one other question, Storm, and I'm going to get right off the line because I know they be rushing people off of here.
No, what's on your mind? What's on your mind?
So I actually wanted to start a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And I know, like, when I first start, I'm probably going to be the only one watching my videos. But I just want to know, like, how do you actually get started? Like, what made you choose what you wanted to speak about?
I was interested in it. So you got to pick something that you like talking about and something that you can talk about every day.
Okay.
That's how I knew for me. It was something I could talk about every single day. I could talk about it in my regular life if I had to. Like, once you know that, then you know what to do. But if it's just like, oh, I think this is gonna make me money, I mean, it might not, but it has to be something that you can talk about on a consistent basis. But other than that, you gotta pay for more advice.
Got you. I don't want any more advice. But one other question for you, Storm. What do you plan on doing from, like, if you could do anything, what would you want to do as far as in life?
Like career-wise or
Career-wise.
I'll say continue to get paid to be me. I'll put it like that.
That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
But thank you, Sierra.
You're welcome. Have a good day, everybody.
You too. Bye-bye. What's going on, Neil? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Oh, hey, Storm.
There you go. How you doing?
Good. I didn't think he was gonna add me on here.
Oh yeah, of course.
I really have nothing to talk about, honestly.
Okay. Did you have a comment on any of the stories?
The stories. Which one was your favorite one?
Shit. I mean, it was fun talking about King Harris. I ain't gonna lie.
Is what?
It was fun talking about King. Shit, that's always funny. But did you have any comments tonight?
I guess I can comment on the Kardashians. Like,
okay,
I don't really fuck with them, but I've been watching their new show, and I like. I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like their mindset, I can see why they're so successful. You know?
True, because they work and they're willing to put anything out there. That is true.
Yeah, like not a lot of people can take that type of hate that they get, but they take it so well. You know?
Yeah, because you got to remember it pays very well. So look at their lifestyle. Shit, I'll take that shit too.
Yeah, but it is annoying, like seeing Chloe, like how insecure she is, and it's just like I just pray that that she finds herself, like, seriously,
Yeah, I pray she finds some self-esteem too, so I don't have to keep dragging her. But thank you, Nia. You have a good night. All right.
You too.
Bye bye. Hold on, Sparkle. We use this up here. What's going on, Nale? Going once, going twice. Nale. All right, Nale's not ready. Donna Dash.
Hey, Storm.
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. What's on your mind?
The Kardashians and King.
Okay.
One thing about King that I didn't like, when T.I. was saying at another level of life, it's like, I hate when rich people say that kind of stuff because it's like, we fund your lifestyle. So how are you going to say at another level of life? You would be at the same level of life as us if we didn't pay for your lifestyle.
Exactly.
And then another thing too with Courtney and this freaking fertility magic with this voodoo witch doctor, because I never heard no legit doctor talk about some swallow cum and you go and get pregnant.
About no alcohol, no sex, but swallow his cum man. Listen.
Like, and my thing is with Travis Barker, if you just want more blowjobs, just say that.
Oh my God! Right.
Like what do you mean? And it's just them like promoting like this ritual stuff. It's just weird to me. Like they just have these girls talking about anything. Like these elites they have these girls talking about some eating poo and things to make myself younger. And it's like, ew. And Kim needs to just give it up. Like, you're 40 years old. I admire her from the business standpoint. I admire how, she was able to come from, being the poor of the rich folk and now become the ultra wealthy. Like, I watched their new show and seeing that fridge full of fresh food that from Chris, that low-key inspired me. I want some nice fresh old food like that when I open my fridge.
Nice.
But yeah, but it's like they're trying so hard to be in like my generation, the Gen Z, the young crowd, and I think maybe you should just age more so around people your age and make something more relatable for them, because Even watching their new show. Besides seeing all the mansions and stuff, it's not interesting. Like, they're just not interesting. And then them trying to make Kim into Marilyn Monroe. And then she got the Kanye and the Pete thing going on, just like the two brothers. And then she just leave that woman's spirit alone. Just stop. Quit while you're ahead.
I agree. There's no reason to be trying to summon Marilyn Monroe's spirit. And I've heard of people that tried to channel Marilyn Monroe when they say that her soul was tormented. I don't know.
Yeah, she's a very traumatized. Because, like, I'm a medium myself. I don't channel or anything. I could just naturally, like, just kind of see the dead and talk to them if I, like, want to. And I know people that, like, channel, like, you know, big people like that. Those types of people that had that type of life, it's better to leave them alone. Because sometimes Kim could be opening the portal, but if you're not closing it properly, and if you're not securing or protecting yourselves and you're trying to manifest this woman's life, you have to remember how it ended.
Right.
And she might not like it either, too. Marilyn Monroe's spirit might not like that you're trying to do what you're doing. Because I notice everybody that tries to channel that girl meets their end in a horrible way.
Literally. Like, she died a tragic death. I wouldn't be trying to channel Marilyn Monroe nothing.
Yeah, no, that's as bad as to me as trying to channel Ted. Like, no, those are two people, like, I'm just not with that life.
Me either. Anything else, Donna?
No, Tiny just needs to beat King's ass and stop worrying about her grown daughter's hymen.
That part.
Travis just needs to say, look, I just want more blowjobs. Monique needs to keep dragging DL Hughley because he got to drag her for all them years. And you know, I'm so tired of people telling Black women, hey, like, you know, act professional. I get it to a certain degree, but when people are unprofessional with us, no. They need to be drugged through the mud. Kim needs to stop trying to be young and just accept that you're old now and stop trying to channeling a dead woman's spirit. And the Kardashians need to accept that this empire is over. Just save your money, count your coin, and go in the background.
I like that. You saying, look, Heifer, is over. Done.
Yeah, it's over. Hang it up. Like, it was a good run. Give a new family, a younger family, a chance now. New crop of people.
I like that too. I like that too. Thank you so much, Donna. Have a good night, all right?
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. What's going on, Malcolm?
Oh, what's up, Storm? Oh, my bad. I'm so nervous. I'm a huge fan of your show, man.
Don't be nervous, man. Hell, I ain't nobody.
Thank you. Yeah, I was adding on to what you said about King and Lord Harvey. So I feel like T.I. definitely, because I remember on the documentary or on an interview, I think T.I. said that he checked his daughter if she was having sex, but she ain't checked King or whatever. And, you know, that just shows it all that he kind of raised them differently. And,
literally.
you know, yeah, and that King was, he I think King kind of got that, you know, that's where he gets that arrogance from, because his dad, he get that from his dad, and his dad was yelling at this lady at the comedy show, and King was kind of like, he kind of acts like him because he thinks he all that because of his dad. He over there flashing his dad's money and stuff like that. Like, you didn't have to work hard for that. You didn't have to struggle for that. And you over there clowning somebody that don't have anything to lose.
Right.
You feel me? And you don't know what they're capable of. Some people are, and I live in Chicago, and people out here just dying every other day. And if you go out there and do something like that, like, people are itching to shoot somebody for that. Like,
yes,
yeah, man. Like, and I feel like it's, you know, and I feel like it's just ridiculous. And I feel like people should take this for an example, and, you know, how to, you know, because, you know, and we say this all the time, like, oh, if my kids had this and that. Because I've seen the people that come up, like, kids that come up with rich, wealthy parents still end up being a little off.
Ain't shit. Yes.
Right. Exactly.
You know what though? Think about it though. As a If you're successful, right?
Right.
You don't want your kids to struggle the way you had to. So, like, you got to find that balance of giving them, what you can afford to give them, but then keeping them humble.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that, and ain't nothing wrong with giving your kids stuff and stuff like that, but it has to be to a certain extent, because they can turn spoiled and rotten and stuff like that. Like,
Yes.
it can get riled up. And I see it all the time. And it's sad. And it's just, and about the I'm sorry, but I forgot to ask you. Do you know the Lori Harvey? Did they really break up, or was that just a rumor? Like,
I mean, according to TMZ, they are broken up because allegedly Michael B. Jordan wants to get engaged and get married, and Lori doesn't. But this could all be one big PR stunt. It really
right?
could.
Yeah, and you know how TMZ is. Yeah, they can all. Yeah, but yeah, man, that's it, man. Thank you for having me on, man. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Have a good one, though.
Here's your thank you.
I'm so sick of damn coughing. I promise you. What's going on, Divested Witch?
Hey. Can you hear me?
I sure can. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I wanted to talk about the Lori Harvey situation. I've seen a lot of people, well, particularly black males, saying that she's for the streets. And I just don't think that that's fair at all. She's been with him for a year. I understand if she's jumping in, relationships like, you know, every couple of weeks type situation, but she's not. But I also feel like, she might be making a mistake. And the reason why I say that is because it's not often you're gonna find males like, Michael B. Jordan. He's rich, he's famous, he's handsome, he's good to her. We haven't heard anything about cheating. We haven't heard anything about side chicks. His
True.
reputation is pretty squeaky clean. And I just think that, when you're in your 20s, yeah, it's good to have your little, hot girl summer and stuff, but you need to start thinking about the future. And you need to start thinking about, I personally would not be in a relationship with a person unless marriage was the end goal. I don't understand like why even date and why even waste a person's time. You know what I'm saying? And I
If
feel
you're not
like,
headed towards, if you're not headed towards marriage, now that's something you should discuss at the beginning of the relationship, right?
yeah, absolutely. When I met my man, we both knew that we wanted to get married down the road. So it
Okay.
was something that was discussed very early in our relationship. So there wasn't no secrets. There were no whoops, here's a surprise. You know what I'm saying? It was like we both knew that that's what we wanted. And, so right now we're engaged. But I just think that if you wait too long, then you're gonna have issues. I'm not an advocate for dating too young, like fresh out of high school, but how old is she?
She's in her mid-20s. Oh, by the way, can you
How
cut your
does
TV
Lori?
down? Can you cut your TV down?
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta cut the TV down because they can hear it.
here. I'm
Uh, okay, but
sorry.
you find she's 25.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can now. I mean, well, you muted yourself now. All right, I tell you what, I'm gonna let you come back in. I don't know what happened. We just have to cut the stuff off in the background. I don't know what happened. But you can come back in, Divested Witch. Jinx Jinx, what's going on?
Hey, Storm, can you hear me?
I sure can. How you feeling?
Good. What is going on with the Sagittarian sisters? Because it seems like they just losing their mind. First Nene, Now is Monique. And I'm a Sagittarius. I'm from Baltimore, just like Monique, and I can't even defend her. I can't. Because I feel like, on one hand, she's saying that, she's saying that she's into healing and all this stuff. But a person apologizing, acknowledging their wrongs, going on a public platform to apologize to his daughter for something that he admitted that he was wrong for, he acknowledged his wrong. That is what healing is, right? So if he's done that and you're still trying to dig up those old wounds to, cut him with it, not really giving any regard to the actual victim in the situation that you're talking about and how she would feel, I feel like that's effed up,
Well, I ain't gonna lie, it's not something I would have brought up. That's me. I definitely would have skipped over that and maybe found something else to talk about. Talk about how he cheated on his wife all those years. I'd have talked. I probably
Right.
wouldn't have brought that up. Yeah.
And I'm not defending DL because when you look at his past and some of the stories about how he's treated that little baby, cheating on his wife, trust me, I'm not a fan of DL Hughley by no means. I don't even think he's funny. You know, and so I'm not defending him. It's just the fact that what else do you want from somebody, But then it's like, and then she like, I can tell that she's not going to apologize. I think she deep down, she knows she went too far, but she's the type of person that will not apologize.
Mm-hmm.
And like her and Daddy just they remind me of like the philosophical Whitney and Bobby. Like they're just a disaster together. They enable each other's crazy ideas, and they're both going too far, but they can't stop each other. Nobody's smart enough to say, you know what, maybe we need to not talk about this.
That's a good point. Because look, there has to be limits. Like there's some things where it's like let's just let that be off limits, But but the people said, but what Monique said was true. That's a good point too.
What she said was true. I mean, that's not the point. What she said was true. Okay, it could be true, but it's at this point, what else do you want from somebody? That's like, okay, if I steal something, what is the accountability? I give it back, or I pay it back, or I go to jail. After that is done, there's nothing else for that person to do. Yes, I will always be a thief. You can call me thief to the day I die, but what will you be gaining? Like, what else is there to gain after I've paid for my sin? You know what I mean? Or I apologize, or whatever I need to do to correct that wrong is what I'm saying. True. What else do you want?
That's a good point. I just don't. Monique is just getting back out there, and I just don't want her to F it up to where she's blackballed again. That's my thing.
But you know what? I was thinking about that, but I said, like, I feel like Monique, she's giving me this vibe that she enjoys being in this space of fighting, this space of proving people wrong, this space of calling people out, because she has a fan base now based on that. So if there's peace, and it's just about my talent and people giving me jobs based on, me really delivering.
Right.
Could I really have a career outside of this vacuum of conflict? You know what I mean? That is constantly going with her. Like, she's been talking about this for a very, very, very long time. I'm glad she got the apology from I forget his name.
Lee Daniels, yeah.
Yeah, Lee Daniels. I'm glad. I'm glad that she spoke out, but I feel like it was her purpose to speak out. I really do. I really think God sent her to highlight some things. But sometimes we get so wrapped up in the attention we get from calling stuff out that we go past our purpose. And now you're in a danger zone to where now it's based on ego. The job has been done, but now you're going further because of your ego and wanting more attention and wanting to stay in this place of conflict because it's getting you the accolades, the validation that you need.
That's a good point. Well, I'll say this. It's going to be interesting how this plays out. I want to see how Monique does, working with 50 Cent. Because let me tell you, if Monique and 50 Cent fall out, that shit's going to be epic.
That's going to be that's going to be content. You're going to have content for a year, Storm.
Literally. Because 50 Cent don't stop. He don't stop at all.
It's going to be back. It's going to be a tennis match. And I don't know who's going to win that one because they both tough. They both ain't stopping. Neither one of them. But I ain't going to take up too much time. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right. What's going on, Mel NYC Reviews?
Hey, Storm, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. Again, I love your channel and your shows because I tell you all the time, you make me laugh. You really do. Not, with your uncensored, sort of the smaller channel makes me laugh very hard, especially the lips, hips, and thighs, the ones you did.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's funny.
Very funny. But I wanted to say real quickly, so I can have other people call in Monique. I love her. I love Monique. I loved her for years. But I will say that I was disappointed that even though I feel like you can have legitimate gripes or legitimate people do you wrong in some way, I believe that can happen. But the way she handled it is the same way for over 13, 14 years. It's that to go to the stage or go wherever you want to and just to call it out. And I think that you just healed over these past couple of years, these situations I was hoping for healing with, which was with Lee Daniels and of course with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was the first one that went on the thing. Her and Oprah Winfrey is yet to be determined. Now, there's some hiccup and mix up, and you're a YouTube creator, and you probably, and maybe if you linked up with another person, I doubt that Storm, I doubt it, that you would, if you're doing business with another YouTube channel and there's some hiccup happening with the management, not the channel itself, but just the management, you're not going to go to the venue or somewhere and just cuss the people out. I don't think. No. I think that, right. So I think that it happens. I'm not even in the business, but I feel like on the outside, it happens all the time in business, especially, with these venues and things, whether it be comedy or parties or whatever. It just is something that happens. So I don't understand why she does the same thing she does all the time. I love her, but I just feel like she needs to figure out different ways to express her frustrations. And it's not just by attacking the people all the time. And you know what? Also, if he came to her face and said very chauvinistic things to her, then okay, well, yes, take the gloves off and call him everything you want to call him in the book. But unless you have those receipts and it's just sort of a question mark, I don't know. I just think
she does say that. She did say that D.L. Hughley has been talking about her in interviews for years. And so if that is true, then this was also built up anger as well. And so he got it that night. She dragged the fuck out of him. She really did.
You know what? I think that a lot of the Black comedians, especially in our community, have definitely had opinions about Monique. They love her, but they go, well, you know what? You're getting whether it be Whoopi Goldberg or Lonnie from the Talk. I mean, I forget.
The Real, yeah.
The Real. And then we have Sherry on the Talk, and all the comedians, everybody have had an idea about her. And whether she has got to them behind the scenes or when she showed up on a program, she said, I don't like that you talked about me. She's always had an issue with people having not really insulting ideas about her, but just anything that was in contrast to what she was saying. If it was different than her, she would feel a certain way. So, but I do know that there was some kind of joke that happened on the program that DL has, that he was asking her if, her husband would sleep with whoever, whether it be a man or a woman. It was a very shady question. And
it was very shady, very shady.
Right. And again, I think that, it's just that I'm not in the business, but I just feel like that's a part of the business. And there's certain things you can do behind the scenes. It doesn't always have to be they out to get me. Everybody's against me. No, girl, they're not. I think that you work in a very shady business, whether it's Hollywood or YouTube or wherever it is, it's shady. Unless you're working in the church, hell, even in the church is shady. I mean, my God, it's shady everywhere. So you're gonna be fighting with everybody if you feel like they're gonna. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems very frustrating. The world is shady, and if you can't just think that Unless people come to your face and do something right to you, then yes, you can get them together real quick. There's certain things that you can do, but the world is the way it is. It's just the way it is sometimes, you know.
That is true. That is true. Well, Mel NYC's, I want to thank NYC Reviews. I want to thank you for coming up. I'm gonna head off here because my throat is like, ugh.
Oh Lord. All right. Well, you know what? Thank you again for letting me up. I love these call-in shows. I missed them sometime when I don't get. I missed some of your premieres, whatever, and I missed the opportunity to call in sometimes.
I know, but we gonna get it together. Thank you, Mel NYC. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, people. Y'all guys have a good night. I got to get some stuff for my throat. Sorry, everybody. Oh man. Oh, we got 2 more people that's coming up. All right. I was gonna leave off here, but I'm not. You just said with Meg. How you doing?
Hey, Storm.
How you doing?
I had to get my setup together because last time you said you like when you saw people's face.
True.
So
That's true.
I was trying to get it together before you got off, but I wanted to speak about Monique a little bit.
Go for it.
Because Lord, first of all, I just love Monique from the standpoint of I'm 29. And so obviously I'm a little brown, like chubby girl. And so we only had so many, you know, brown chubby women in media to look up to. So, you know, the Parkers, her daughter, like, yeah, they had the fat jokes and stuff in the 90s, but it was everything. Like the representation that Monique gave was everything. And it's like, I want to love her, like, and I do love her so bad, but it's just like time after time after time again, you know, it's just like, I don't know, like I'm about to go out right now. You know, I got my scarf on, I got my bonnet on. I feel like maybe it's a generational thing as far as like the respectability politics, but my issue is like she'll come out with that, like have respectability politics about that, but then get on stage and cut up the way she cut up.
I mean, it's just like back in the day, she hosted Charm School.
Yeah.
But at the same time had a book out, something about I hate skinny bitches. So it's
it's just like, it's kind of like Nene. It's just like problematic fave, you know. But I'm gonna let Monique have that because like Charlamagne is my problematic fave. I feel like men get to be problematic faves and nobody really, like, you know, people drag Charlamagne, people come for Charlamagne, but you know, I understand, you know, occupying, you know, being a Black woman in America, growing up overweight and stuff, just like Monique. I understand it's a unique, I don't want to say bitterness, but the world does not treat us kind. So I get it. I get it. Sometimes like I use humor and anger is just hurt. Anger is a secondary emotion. So when I see Monique up there, the way she was going off, it's like she's hurting. And I don't know what's been happening behind the scenes, and we don't know the details with everybody, but I'm really interested to I don't know, just find out more about Monique because I want to root for her so bad. So
I do too. And don't get me wrong, it'll come out eventually, of course. I just want her to stay focused, you know. Don't go too far in the back and forth before you say something that can really get you canceled. Just 50 Cent giving you opportunities, just keep it pushing. And maybe she needs to just stick with the acting. Don't worry about going back to stand up like that.
Because we just found out about that power thing like right before all this. Right.
Yeah.
So everybody was rooting, everybody was excited. And then it's like, oh, what is it now? So I don't know.
Let's leave it there. Thank you, Meg, for coming up.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I gotta go tend to my throat. I will catch you guys later.